In South Africa, we've seen an uncomfortable pattern repeat itself again and again. Brilliant footballers rise to fame, dazzle the nation, earn massive salaries. And then years later, we hear the same heartbreaking story. Another legend, another icon, another crowd favorite who has fallen into financial ruin. It almost feels like in Mzansi, going broke after retirement has become the silent curse of our football stars. Today, we're going to explore why so many of our greatest players lose everything and look at the personal stories behind the headlines. But before we dive in, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. It helps the channel grow. And trust me, you'll definitely have something to say after hearing these stories. We start with John Shoes Moshowe, one of the most naturally gifted attacking midfielders this country has ever produced. A hero for Kaizer Chiefs, a star at Fenerbahce, and a crucial piece of the legendary 1996 AFCON winning Bafana squad. On the pitch, he was magic, elegant, intelligent, and unstoppable. But off the pitch, the transition after football wasn't easy. Despite his incredible contributions to South African football, Shoes spent his later years quietly battling financial pressure, stretched between commitments and a lack of long-term financial stability. His death in 2015 left the nation mourning not only a legend, but a man whose final years were far harder than the glory he once lived. Then comes Jabu Shuffle Pool, later known as Jabu Mahlangu, arguably one of the most naturally gifted players SA has ever seen. His dribbling was poetry, his flair unmatched. He lit up stadiums for Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and Bafana. But behind the brilliance was a darker story. Substance abuse, late night partying, and money spent as fast as it came. Jabu has openly admitted to blowing opportunities, losing millions, and nearly destroying his life. Though he has turned his life around, working as a pundit and motivational figure, his story remains one of the most painful what could have been tales in South African sport. Next is Philemon Chippa Masinga, the man who scored the goal that qualified South Africa for the 1998 FIFA World Cup. A striker who played for Leeds United, Jomo Cosmos, and Bafana. Masinga was a national hero, but even he wasn't immune to financial collapse. After retiring, business ventures failed, investments dried up, and Masinga publicly struggled to sustain himself. His decline shocked the nation, a reminder that even legends can fall through the cracks when the spotlight fades. We move to Steve Chippa Lekelea, a prodigy who debuted for Orlando Pirates as a teenager. His free kick technique was deadly, his footwork unreal, and his future seemed limitless. But alcohol, poor financial choices, and a lack of guidance derailed him. At one point, he was reported to be living in dire conditions, struggling to rebuild what once seemed like a guaranteed superstar career. Lekelea's journey is one of raw talent, undone by the pressures and temptations surrounding young footballers without proper support. Teko Modise, affectionately known as the General, was one of the most adored midfielders to ever grace the PSL. A superstar for Orlando Pirates and later Mamelodi Sundowns, Modise enjoyed fame, fortune, and luxury. But behind the lifestyle was a dangerous pattern of overspending, impulsive purchases, and financial mismanagement. He later confessed to losing millions before learning financial discipline much later in life. Though he rebuilt himself and now advocates for financial education, the fall from grace was steep and avoidable. Another heartbreaking story is that of Benedict Vilakazi, one of the smallest but most explosive midfielders Bafana Bafana ever produced. A fan favorite at Orlando Pirates, his skill set was massive, but his personal troubles were even bigger. Scandals, legal issues, and excessive spending drained his finances quickly. By the time he stepped away from professional football, the money was long gone, and rebuilding became a lifelong battle. Thembinkosi Terror Fontaine experienced similar struggles. A striker known for his clinical finishing at Ajax Cape Town and Orlando Pirates, Fontaine once lived the life of a rising star, but retirement hit hard. Without consistent income or stable financial planning, Fontaine found himself struggling to survive. A harsh reminder of how quickly the football world forgets its heroes once they stop scoring goals. Then comes Tandani Bibo, a dynamic midfielder for SuperSport United, Orlando Pirates, and Bafana Bafana. His downfall was sudden, a drug ban that cut his career short. Overnight, he went from a rising star to a man fighting for survival. The lack of salary, the legal issues, and the stigma left him financially broken. Though he has since tried to rebuild, the years he lost will forever remain a cautionary tale. Katlego Mahuta may not have lost everything, but he's one of the few who openly spoke about financial mismanagement in the PSL. A brilliant striker for Sundowns, Pirates, and SuperSport, he highlighted how many players earn big salaries, but walk away, broke his honesty about the reckless lifestyle many footballers fall into, including himself, became one of the most important lessons for the younger generation. Another player who hit hard times was Lovers Moilala, the tough Mamelodi Sundowns defender known for his aggressive style and confidence. After retiring, reports surfaced of him struggling to support himself financially, revealing just how brutal post-football life can be when the checks stop coming. Then there's Gift Vum Vum Leremy, one of the brightest midfield talents Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns ever developed. His story is devastating. Leremy's discipline issues off the pitch, coupled with personal struggles, hinted at instability, but his tragic death in a car accident ended his story far too early. Although he didn't go broke in the traditional sense, those close to him revealed he struggled with structure and responsibility, issues that might have affected him financially had he lived longer. The legendary Isaac Shakes suffered a sad decline after retirement. A Kaizer Chiefs and Bafana midfielder with unbelievable talent, Shakes struggled with health problems and financial collapse in his later years. His death in 2014 highlighted the dark reality of former footballers quietly suffering with no safety nets. Even players from outside South Africa who lit up the PSL felt the sting. Chris Katongo, Zambia's former captain and one-time Jomo Cosmos star, admitted publicly that he faced serious financial hardship after retiring. Despite winning the Africa Cup of Nations and enjoying a decorated career, mismanagement and lack of long-term planning left him vulnerable. Tendai Ndoro, the former Orlando Pirates striker from Zimbabwe, may have the most shocking modern story. After a messy divorce and legal battles, Ndoro reportedly lost everything: his cars, his house, and almost all his assets. Photos circulated online showing his dramatic physical decline, sparking national conversations about mental health, marriage laws, and the vulnerability of athletes after retirement. And lastly, even Mark Fish, one of the greatest defenders South Africa ever produced, a man who played for Orlando Pirates, Lazio, Bolton Wanderers, and helped win the 1996 AFCON. His stories share the same painful thread. Incredible talent, iconic careers, national admiration, but a lack of financial planning, poor guidance, temptations, and the harsh reality of retirement. If anything, they show that South Africa doesn't just need great footballers. It needs better financial education, mentorship, and support structures for life after fame.